Hey, good evening, everybody. It is the Champion Principal. Hey, guys, I'm just sitting on the porch and just looking at some Facebook Lives, and I was just reflecting. And this is a quick message to my young brothers. And, that's the wonderful thing about being able to record your story. So the stories can last forever, and everybody can watch it for years to come. And this even goes to my son. Because, see, guys, you don't know what day will be your last day. And I think it's very important that we as men, we play a vital role in our children's lives as much as possible. And it's not about the money that you have. It's not about the education that you have. It's all about the time that you can put in with your child. Everybody's trying to figure out what's wrong with these boys, what's wrong with the children and things like that. We've been talking about this for 20 years. I know me as an educator, I've been talking about the same thing for 20 years. And the key is education, number one. And the next thing, you have to have a solid family foundation. I strongly encourage the father to be involved in the children's lives. You got to have a good mom who provide a good foundation. Then you have to have good community partners, whether it's mentors or whether it's the church. You have to provide those resources to make sure that our children can be successful. So those are some of the keys that we really need to have. But I just want to say this to our young brothers, especially during these times. We're continuing to see so much violence in the neighborhood. We're continuing to see killing and things like that. First of all, I'm going to put it out there. I believe we're making the decision to do some of these things that we're doing. I get the proximity and all that kind of stuff, but I believe that we are making a conscious decision to whether we're selling drugs or whether we want to kill someone. Yes, I do understand poverty. I understand the living conditions. I get all that. And that leads to a lot of these things. So I'm not knocking that at all. But some of these things we can avoid ourselves. Anytime we have 16-year-olds out there murdering people, that's a problem. And I think that's some things that we can solve on the home front. That's my personal opinion. Some of you saying, well, Champion Principal, well, if we do everything we can, forget saying if we do everything you can, first of all. Handle your business. Make sure your children are where they're supposed to be. It's as simple as that. Make sure they're where they're supposed to be. They can't go everywhere that they want to go. But the message I'm sending to these young brothers is that, look, guys, I know times is hard. I know you want Jordans. I know you want the video games. I know you want to be cool and you want to rap and things like that. But you got to come and ask yourself a question. Is this how you want your life to end up? Do you want to have a house one day, a nice car one day? Or do you want to have a short life? I mean, who wants to be in a casket before they're 21? Who wants to be laying out in the street with bullet holes, bleeding out? Who wants to see their mama crying in the streets? Who wants to be sitting in a cell with a whole bunch of other dudes, eating Roman noodles and stuff like that, with a whole bunch of stinking guys? Who really wants that? Who wants to live a life where you may get stabbed or you may get raped as a man? You can't even go to the refrigerator and get you a Dr. Pepper out of the refrigerator. What type of life is that? Sometimes you have to suffer young and early in your life and reap the benefits later. I tell my students all the time, I didn't always have a car. I didn't always have a house. I had to suffer first. I had to suffer being poor. I had to suffer eating my noodles. I had to suffer working 3 different jobs because I wanted things. So you have to suffer first before you can reap the benefits of your labor. You have to make a decision. Is it more important to impress your friends? Is it more important to hang out in the neighborhoods? Is it more important to go to juvenile detention center, the prison, or whatever the case may be? I'm reaching out to you. Get your education. Education will lead you to whatever you want in life. Stay out of the penal system. Stay out of the criminal justice system. If you go to the criminal justice system, it's pretty much over. You're going to be a marked man for the rest of your life. You typically can't vote. You can't get certain jobs. People are always going to look at you in a crazy way. So I want to keep encouraging you. Go to school. Get a trade. Make your family proud. And I know we as fathers and dads, we've dropped the ball. Son, we can't do nothing about that. Some of us have done the best we can, but it's up to you now, of a sound mind, to make the right decision, to be a better son, a better father, a better uncle than some of us were. And we have failed you in some cases, but that do not mean you have to repeat the cycle. So it's time to break the cycle, be responsible, handle your business, live to be an old man, a happy, productive citizen. Just a message to my young people.